Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the official Rate My Base series. We have our lucky winner, Dogwaffle. He is an elite level player here at 4,200 trophies right now. Clearly one of the top 100 players. Interesting base design. He's using the gargoyles. The gargoyles just got a nerf a few days ago in the recent patch. So still gargoyle heavy. If they are level 4 gargoyles, they are going to do a massive amount of damage, and they work extremely well with this kind of choke point because the gargoyles in the first couple waves are going to come, rush up, and then the gargoyles in like the 4th and 5th wave are going to come down, and they're going to jump over this. The gargoyles act like a ranged unit and jumped over the separation right there, the barrier, and they just bombard the hero right in this area. So it's good and bad. If you have, a spell like Sonic Blast available, Sonic Blast is a very good counter to the gargoyles. So if you pop that right before, you can kill most of them. Level 4 gargoyles, on the other hand, though, had so much life before that you weren't able to kill them before they exploded. So we're going to have to go take a look and see how that works out. We have some scrolls on that we probably will be needing to use. We have the Blessing Scroll, and then we have the Time Warp Scroll. We're also going to go in there with the Mummy, Pyromancer, and the Gargoyle ourselves. The Gargoyle is level 3. Our heal spell is maxed out. Otherwise, this looks like a very solid base design here. Definitely the choke point adds a great level strategy there, as all your reinforcement troops are going to get bombarded right in this area. We kind of negate that a little bit with the Mummy, and you're going to see that as we go in. The Mummy spawns right next to your hero, so he's right in the fray, which is a great feature of the Mummy. He also has a decent amount of HP, so he says he's resistant to fire, but you'll notice that the fire damage actually doesn't do that much damage to it. And there is gargoyles, so we have to pop our Sonic Blast, and we ended up to take out most of them. The main Achilles heel of the Mummy is these skull towers right here. The skull towers, they do a lot of damage. And you can see there's the gargoyles that he has. He has a whole bunch of, and you can see a couple of them came from the other side over there, like I was telling you about earlier in his, second or third wave. You can see we're almost at, and then he has a snake tower right there, and the snake tower got a huge power increase. So we had to drop a Blessing Scroll to make sure that we didn't die right there. We do need to keep pushing forward in the base because time is ticking away. You'll see the Mummy there has, he's at a good amount of HP. He's able to hold up against these Firebolt towers and the units. The Mummy's AI also can randomly spout out that electric shock stun-like spell.
So he doesn't have, like, he's not married.
So that stun there, it also stuns the towers, not only the units on the ground. We're going to go ahead and freeze time a little bit to protect our Mummy. And you can see it's a really, really cool effect. Time is frozen down to about 80%, the toolbar says. And it also allows you to bring up your spells again. The cooldown on the spells isn't slowed. The morale point gain isn't slowed. It's only the clock and all of the opposing units that are slowed. And now you see some gargoyles, or some ogres here. And the ogres, they do a massive amount of damage, but there's a counter. If you can just move out of the way of the club of the ogre, you will not take any damage from the ogre. It's easier said than done, especially when you have 2 or 3 of them in a wave together. And then if the wave also consists of a froster to slow down the hero, the ogres can definitely do a massive amount of damage. We are now spamming the gargoyles to help finish off any of those remaining buildings we have back there. The gargoyles are a fairly good kamikaze unit that will go and bomb everything in sight. So we did not get 100%. We had to use 2 scrolls, which is not too bad for someone in this elite level of play. And you see for that we ended up getting 21 trophies, 582 medals, and 257 in gold. Overall, a lot of cool things that have just happened. The balance tweaks, you definitely want to take a look at the snake towers. The gargoyles are still a threat. They're not as dangerous as they used to be with their decreased power, but they still can be very, very deadly to opposing kings that don't really know how to combat them. Take one quick look at his base again. Again, don't let that raid there fool you. That was a very, very tough base to go through. We had to use 2 scrolls, and we had to use a fairly optimal attacking strategy. The mummy is a great, great unit, and if we weren't careful, the gargoyles that he had would have destroyed us. Thankfully, we were able to kill them off with the Sonic Blast, and also using the Time Warp to slow things down a little bit in the upper corner up here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And enjoy the 1,000 free gems, Dogwaffle.